Hey guys, it's your girl Tamika, your online hair care teacher, and I'm back again with yet another hair video. And today I will show you one of the healthy braid patterns that I use under weaves. So my client's hair is freshly shampooed, deep conditioned, and ready to be RevAired. And so I spray a little bit of heat protectant on the hair before I blow dry. And I also kind of use a detangling brush to distribute it evenly throughout the hair before I actually RevAir the hair. So I want to remind you guys that I will be going back into the hair salon. I'm offering exclusive and limited appointments coming really soon. So if you are interested and live in Atlanta or surrounding areas, sign up on the wait list. I'm putting the link below. So also, if you would like to get a good foundation or learn more about hair care, go ahead and purchase one of my ebooks or classes. The 14-day Healthy Hair Bootcamp is a great way to get started on a healthy hair care routine. Get started on healthy hair for 2022. It's not too late, y'all. Now let's get into the video. So generally with the RevAir, it will take me anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes to blow dry a client's hair, depending on the length and thickness of the hair. It really cuts down the drying time tremendously, and it's been a lifesaver for me and a lot of my clients. I love the RevAir. I cannot stress that enough. So my main focus in my salon was to revitalize damaged and slow-growing hair and help clients reach their hair goals. I would also focus on the healthy hair before length because when the hair is healthy, the length will come. I would use healthy hair weave and clients' educations to help in the process of revitalizing hair. So what that does is it gives the hair much needed break while it's being protected and put away. So during this time, the hair is still being shampooed, still being deep conditioned and moisturized. That's very, very important. And so these protective styles were left in no longer than 6 to 8 weeks. So some clients would redo their hair every 6 weeks, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that, because keeping a protective style for too long increases the risk of the hair beginning to mat and tangle. So I would never recommend leaving a protective style in longer than 8 weeks. It's a big no-no. Okay, so I want to tell you guys 3 things that I will tell my clients during the course of a healthy hair makeover. Okay, so the first thing is be patient with your hair because it's healing. So it will eventually start to show progress. I know a lot of times when people would come in for healthy hair makeovers, they would expect results after, come out of the first weave, and that's not being patient with your hair. So it just takes time. Be patient. The process does work. Trust me. Another thing, your hair didn't get damaged overnight, so it's not going to get healthy overnight. So anything you do is going to take some type of effort and some type of time. So like you went months and months and months without moisturizing your hair, without shampooing your hair regularly, and it started breaking and it just started slowly getting shorter and shorter and shorter. So the reverse is going to happen. You're going to have to shampoo regularly and do all those things that you need to do, deep condition your hair regularly, trim regularly, and then it's still going to start getting healthy and longer and longer and longer. So just remember that everything's not going to happen overnight. Another thing, you got to be consistent with your hair care. Because if you're consistent, the results will eventually show. Trust me. So with that being said, when getting your hair back into optimum health, you need to be patient and consistent. You can't just do healthy hair care sometimes. It has to be done routinely. So the better you are at sticking with your routine, the quicker you'll see results. I noticed that most customers would see a great change in health and length at around the 6-month mark, but see a drastic change at about the 12-month mark. So remember, I said patience is key. Y'all, so one thing I love about the RevAir is the fact that after the hair is blow dried, it lengthens the hair so much. And you could see the shrinkage that she had on her hair, and it literally like doubled the length of the hair. And also using the RevAir before doing any type of braid pattern just made it a lot easier to braid, because the hair was like in the ultimate straight state it could be, blow dried. And that just made it so much easier to be able to comb through the hair, to be able to get my fingers through the hair without it snagging and tangling and all that type of stuff. So the RevAir is good for before braid pattern preparation. I love that machine. It's amazing. Y'all, look at how straight that is. It amazes me every single time. Wow. So one of the keys to a healthy hair weave is making sure that before the hair is braided up, it's well conditioned. So I didn't show it in the video, but I usually add a little moisturizer or oils before I start the braiding process. And so the client's hair is then braided into a pattern that suits the type of hairstyle is going to be worn. So this client will be wearing a weave with a closure install, and this is just one way the hair can be braided. So here are some of the things that I will focus on while braiding the hair. So number one, I make sure I'm not braiding the hair too close to the edges. It's very important because I'm not trying to cause anybody to have traction alopecia. That is not good. Another thing, I make sure the edges of the hair were not pulling too tight and braid it a little looser than the rest of the hair to prevent hair loss. So you would get kind of like a little wiggle in the braids up front, but it was strategic. And also, I would make sure the rest of the hair is braided securely and gently. This means that the scalp is not being pulled to create the braid. And that's a super no-no. So the tension from pulling the scalp tight and the tension of applying the extensions will certainly result in hair loss, and that's also a big no-no. A lot of my customers, especially when they came in for the first time and had a weave done by me, they would always say, it's not too tight. So I prided myself in not braiding the hair too tight and the weave being comfortable where you could actually literally like go to sleep at night without feeling that pulse, that throb that you feel from the hair being braided too tight. So I prided myself on that. Okay, so another thing is making sure there were not too many hang off braids. I always felt that having too many braids that hung outside of the braid pattern does not really protect the ends of the hair. So I would strategically make sure there was only one hang off braid, and I would be sure to securely tuck that away to be protected as well. So doing all this would assure that all of the hair was fully protected for the time that it was in the protective style. I really, really, really focused on that. So one hang off braid, and I would tuck it under, and everything is protected. So here you see me going around and around and around in like a beehive or a circle to finish off the braid pattern. And then in a minute, you'll see the one hang off braid that I'm talking about, that I've been talking about the whole time. And so this is pretty much it right here. This is like the tail of the braid pattern. One braid that I'm going to tuck under, like somewhere in there. I didn't show it in the video, but I'm going to securely tuck it in where you can't see it, where it won't come out. And everything is super protected. So when you moisturize, when you comb your hair, when you comb your weave, when you wash your weave, all that stuff, it's not going to come out. I'll lock that bad boy down. All right. So generally, if a client did all the things they were supposed to do while they're wearing the healthy weave, then they could go anywhere from 4 to 6 months without trimming the hair, and that allows even more length retention. Alrighty guys, so don't forget to sign up for the in-salon appointment waitlist. I'll be sending information about that really soon. So also check out the description box for information about any classes, ebooks, or courses I have available. And stay tuned to the end for the finished braid pattern. Okay, so here is the finished braid pattern. I haven't tucked under that hanging braid, but I'll tuck it under. But this is how it looks, the finished braid pattern. The braids are not too tight, and I'm getting ready to apply her extensions. Thanks for watching, guys. Be blessed. Love you so much. Talk to you soon. Bye.